Campus Insider's basketball analyst Billy Gillispie said he wouldn't mind coaching against UK this season because of their youth and lack of leadership, and because he has nobody else to coach against, I'm sure. He also compared the coaching styles of John Calipari and UNC's Roy Williams. Check it out.
With Coach Roy Williams, I think what you're going to look at is he's going to be a guy that's going to stick with the system. He's going to recruit to the system, teach the system, and play to the system. That system's been very well proven over many, many, many years with many wins. With Coach Calipari in Kentucky, I think he's going to tweak his system based upon his personnel from year to year, such as when he had John Wall. They had the fast break in college basketball because of one guy. Nobody could get back and stop him. Two great teams, two great coaches, contrasting styles.
You like Ravi? You like Billy Gillispie, the basketball analyst? Before we get to what he said, you impressed by?
Yeah. Let's just hope he was sober.
Yeah, he talked about Roy Williams and John Calipari, and I think what's underrated about Coach Cal is he doesn't have, he has a general idea of what his system is, but he adapts each year to whatever talent he has. And Roy Williams, he's won a lot of games. Is that maybe something we overlook about Cal, the way he adapts to the guys that are there?
What is so amazing about Cal is just, he says it all the time. I've got a new team. Right. He gets a new team every single year. And this year, it's going to be his toughest year, obviously, because, one, he's got really good players, but they're not playing and clear the best players. So he's going to have to work to coach. But the fact that he has a new team and has to learn new personalities every single year. He has to learn how to poke this player, how to prod this player, how to get the best out of this guy, how to, what you need to say to this guy to get him going. That is a process, and that's a journey. And some coaches, it takes 2 or 3 years just to know how to talk to a kid. Cal gets it done 3 months, 3 months, and he gets it done, and then next thing you know, he's got to do it all over again. So I think the style that he has, yes, that's attractive to get the best players, and it does change it to the personnel. But the fact that he can learn the teams and he's still so close with the players, the guys now, they're still really close with him. So that's just amazing to me.
Something that's always interesting to me about the perception of systems, coaches have systems, is you played for Tubby, and he's a guy that's viewed as a system guy, X's and O's. But there are changes within that system, right? Each year, it's not. People assume that these are the plays we run, and I just insert the play. It's not like that, right?
No. Not at all. Not at all. We had differing years. We went from my freshman year, and we had Keith Bogans and Marquise Esto when we were banging it inside, throwing it to Queese all the time. And then we went from Queese to Chuck Hayes at the 5 and Eric Dance at the 5. We were like, oh, can't do that. Right. So we had Cliff and Gerald and Kalina and Antoine. So we were just ripping and running the next year. So we had the same players, but we just played a different style. So Tubby could do that. Any good coach at the college level can do that.
Right. Now, one guy they hope is a good coach is Mark Stoops at UK. He's a new football coach, and so far he's been a home run hire. He's got a defensive coordinator already out recruiting. He's hot on the trail for an offensive coordinator, and he's infused the program with energy, which is maybe the most important thing. So with renewed hope in the football program, most fans are just calling into the ticket office and renewing next year's season tickets. But one fan showed his appreciation for Stoops in a very strange way.
Mark Stoops, you're saving the day, and I know that our cats will go on. We'll stay forever this way, and because of you, I know that our cats will go on and on.
I give him credit. I give him credit for doing that. But what do you think? 2 thumbs up for the performance there?
That was good. That was good.
You played at Kentucky. The fans are the best. They're a little crazy. Do you have any of the craziest fan? Anybody sing you a song like that?
Nobody sung me a song, but my mom somehow came up with a poster. It was after the game. I'm walking to the lodge, and there was a poster that said, "I want to have 999 of Ravi Moss's babies." And I was like, wow. She's like, I picked it up from a little girl. I was like, oh,
why not 1,000, right? What's wrong with having 1,000?
Didn't want to go that far, only 900.
People are obviously excited by Stoops.
Yeah.
And I know you had a little stint playing football, right? What do you think of this hire that UK has?
I think it's a great hire. I think Mitch did a good job on this one. He went, and I think Tim Couch was involved, which it never hurts having a great player like Tim Couch involved that knows football. And just looking at his stats, what he's done with defenses over the years, it's proven. So hopefully we can get in some talent, give him a couple years. Let's be patient with him and go from there. But I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing to me. You got to get people fired up and excited. Speaking of excited, UK fans have tried to forget Christian Watford's three-pointer from last year that gave Indiana the upset, but Indiana will not let them forget about it. They're all excited, and one Hoosier is still living in the past. And take a look.
Midland back in, 19 for him. Here comes Riddell Jones. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Riddell all the way outside the Watford. 3 on the way. Oh! It went in! It went in! And Indiana wins the ball game! Christian Watford with a 3! And the Hoosiers have knocked off the #1 ranked Kentucky Wildcats! Unbelievable!
Maybe a little extreme there, Ravi. Time to let that one go?
I don't even know what to say to Indiana fans. I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm pretty sure at the end of the year we were the happy ones,
right.
So they can have that for their Christmas celebration.
That was I'll give them that. That was impressive light display. You're a father now, right? Do you get into like the Christmas lights and your kids have you doing that?
I got an 8-foot-tall snowman outside. It blows up. I got all that and wreaths and I got all that stuff.
Do you have a game that you remember that really stands out in your career that as time passes you always remember?
Man, it's a bunch of them, man. We had so many great games. There's one game, I was talking about it last night, the Cincinnati game, my junior year, was awesome. I mean, it was just so intense. The atmosphere was electric. That game always sticks out. It was just a great game.